Hey guys, today we'll be playing some AquaNox. I've been wanting to play this game for a while now, but haven't really had the opportunity. But I figure I'm not doing anything right now when Jessica's a lazy ass and doesn't want to play some Dark Souls, despite the fact that we have to play through like half the game. Like now. Lazy shit. Anyways, we're gonna be playing some AquaNox. This is a sub-combat game. Lots of battling in subs and lots of stuff about political stuff and revenge and all sorts of human emotions, death and shooting stuff. It's a real man's game. So, I'm going to get started with the story. I want to skip the intro myself, but I want to edit it in later for all the fans. Yeah, all two. Anyways, gonna play some AquaNox. Here we go. Yay! Loading screen. So hardcore.
I breathed in the cool, pure air, tasting the rich oxygen and nitrogen. My eyes filled with tears. The sun hovered behind the horizon like an orange fireball. Sunny, that was the latest buzzword. It was talked about now with every breath, and suddenly I knew what it really meant. I stretched out my hand to feel the warmth, to touch its face. Then the timer squealed and a voice roared in my ear. Simulation room S23, your time is up. Please move to the fast decompression chamber. 2 hours later, I was back at the helm of my ship, the Zukabus, leaving the pleasure centers of the Malay archipelago behind. The nano-fabric of my pilot's seat massaged my body as I accelerated on full dipole drive, spearing into the black heart of the lifeless ocean like a nightmare shattering a dream. But the oceans were no longer as dead as they seemed. Scientists brewed gene cocktails and chromosome soups without sanction, rebreeding every life form within range of their test tubes. Mighty sharks, dolphins, even the greatest carnivores that ever lived. Primordial beasts that had terrorized the oceans 150 million years ago. The scientists did what they pleased, including creating new branches of life where evolution refused to go. They earned so many credits with their tinkering that even the most powerful computers struggled to keep up with the totals. But behind the glittering facade of tungsten, titanium, and niobium, the calcareous whole of human existence was crumbling. The frequency of mass disasters increased dramatically. Amok runners, psychotics, high-tech slave drivers, gene adulterators, and slick techno dealers prowled everywhere, plunging habitats and dwellings into chaos. My name is Emerald Deadeye Flint. I'm tracking down the remaining bionts scattered throughout the oceans. Each one a potent germ posing danger to the world of Aqua. I carry out the Biont mission with my 4 wing pilots, Desgrange, Piccolini, Harper, and Bonham, and my onboard computer, Sally. My clients are international, representing every government. When the Bionts appeared out of nowhere 5 years ago, aiming to extinguish human life in the oceans, I had no objection. On the other hand, it didn't hurt my cash box any to give humanity a short reprieve, so I went for the credits. But during the destruction of the Biont stronghold off Australia, called the Survion, my friend Hong Long sacrificed her own life so I could place the final explosive charge. Now I don't sleep too easy. And I won't till every last remnant of the Biont threat has been eliminated. My last job was in Neapolis, the capital of the Atlantic Federation. Neapolis, home to the eccentric techno-bourgeois, a genetically zapped and nanotuned group wasting their senseless lives trying to establish the optimal political system in Aqua. All the while, Neapolis sinks deeper and deeper into a slick of pseudo-democracy, racism, techno-devotion, and corruption. Now the new line, who call themselves Democrats, are making the capital ungovernable, leading only to endless discussions, bureaucratic acrobatics, and a weakened city with a leaderless army. I was glad I was finished there and on my way to the tornado zone in the eastern Pacific. People take drugs in the tornado zone instead of ingesting nanorobots for cures, and their free-thinking attitude translates into free action as well. I was homesick, and I missed every screwball and dangerous freak who'd be waiting there to greet me. On the way, I made a short side trip to the Argentine basin to see my friend, El Topo, the mole. Nobody pulls strings like El Topo, who can get almost anything done behind the politicians' backs. El Topo murmured something to me about an important job, a secret scientific sensation. I got a little bored until he came to the part about earning lots of credits. So I went to Magellan and spent a few hard hours at Mariner's Pride, a rotten workers' dive, where I downed mid-brain assassins with a few old friends. Just as the world turned into the carousel I was hoping to ride, I caught sight of some jerk clearing off with the Zuka bus. I had never thought about that happening, someone just stealing my ship out from under my nose. But there it went. Suddenly I was back to square one again in my old stomping ground. Broke, exhausted, and listing heavily.
God damn, that was a long movie. Not that I watched it, but you did. You did watch it, right? Oh, we got a call.
Shut up, Perry.
Why? I didn't say a word.
Just because. I don't want to hear anything about...
The hero got his ship stolen? By a handful of poor neo-yuppies.
I'll get the Zuka bus back. And then I'm going to examine the prostate gland of that butthead who took her with her bow.
Still as hard as vanadium. Let's get down to business. Out of his magnanimous generosity, El Topo donates the toilet. A real death trap. Make contact with him in El Topo's asylum.
One thing that... Well, I like this game better than the second game. The second game, it's just wrong, a lot of this stuff. A lot of the characters are in the second game, but they're different, like totally different. One of my favorite fucking characters, he's this crazy motherfucker. And in the second game, he's not crazy at all. El Topo sounds different and everybody calls him El Topo, but I think that's actually the right way, I don't know. This game's actually the sequel to a game called Archimedean Dynasty, which I have it back on, was it DOSBox, but I don't know, I can't freaking record it with fraps without it taking up 1,000,000 freaking gigabytes. But anyways, we're going to talk to the food designer in Mariner's Pride. Let's see what this chick has to say.
We are developing a chocolate made from highly refined insect protein and fat-producing bacteria. Would you like a taste?
Very much.
Sounds great. Let me have it.
Pay attention to the delicate nut flavor. We synthesized that from South Chinese algae.
Are there enough amino bits and vitamins in it?
Of course, and mood brighteners and glutamate inhibitors that temper the more frightful emotions.
Yeah, we filled it with coke and ecstasy, so you're all over the fucking place. And a bit of weed that we grow in hydroponic farms up my asshole. Let's talk to Miriam, again in Mariner's Pride. Sorry about that, wrong fucking button. Alright, Miriam, Mariner's Pride.
There's not much to do in the Argentine basin, is there?
We fight for every smile, ma'am.
Well, I'm afraid you won't be getting one from me. My friend Leonie and I just came over from Florida, but now that brutish ELF station of yours is giving me a throbbing headache.
Oh, what's the problem, honey?
Are you dense? Extreme low frequency waves turn people's brains into mush. Talk to Leonie. She knows more about it. You can find her at the neo-stylistic Whitewater in Vespucci, probably chewing on a chemosynthetic steak.
I think that headache thing is just an excuse not to bang Emerald Flint. Which there is none. There's no excuse not to sleep with Flint. He's the most badass motherfucker in Aqua. Alright, so we're heading to the dock and we're heading out to Topo's asylum. Topo, whatever. El Topo. I call him El Topo. Ah, whatever. Let's go. Oh man, isn't this a riveting loading screen? And we're here. El Topo's Asylum. It says it in like 3 different places. Alright. 1, press center. Let's talk to our buddy El Topo.
How was your vacation in the Clans Union?
Surface simulation, light, oxygen, women, good food, women.
I heard about your mishap. The succubus was really stolen right from under your nose?
Yeah, man, yeah, they did. I'll get her back, and then...
Please. Perry gave me a graphic description. How are things at the front?
There aren't as many of them now, but there are still enough bions to give you sleepless nights.
Suggestion. You'll get a lightning-fast high-tech cruiser. All you have to do is blow away a little bion trash. It's floating around the habitats.
Then
How
play
about
the
getting
rest
some
of the
guys
game.
in the
You'll get one
orange
by the
suits
end,
to
I
take care
swear.
of them. You're just so nice to me.
Thank you.
Damn,
thank
that's a
you.
wall of
Now
fucking
listen.
text.
I want you to take the toiler and recon the situation. We've just received a shipment of 3D screens and nanorobots. The captain of the cargo ship wants someone to hold his hand while navigating the slalom. First, I want you to meet Commodore Sewell. He's one of those young, dynamic Federation Army officers. The situation in Neopolis is worse than bad. And your old friend Admiral Cox is drifting towards the political scrap heap. There's definitely something else on the agenda. And that's why they need you. Commodore Sewell will fill you in. When the job's done, come to McGallen.
I don't like his sort.
Light, my name is Commodore Sewell. Pleased to meet you, Deadeye.
Call me Flint, Commodore. Deadeye is reserved for friends and mortal enemies.
Oh, I was hoping we could be friends. I'll come to the point and not waste time. The political situation in Neopolis is, let's say, troubled. The new line, of which I am a member, are progressive thinkers. The old government blocks anything that's fresh, daring, or economically viable. Certain pieces of information have motivated an experiment. I'm not allowed to tell you what it is, but I need your help to complete it. Admiral Cox will arrive here in a moment. I suggest a conference. Anyhow, Light, Flint. I'll be in touch with you when the time comes.
And don't forget your credit card. The shortest way to friendship.
Boston Harper here. You need wings, bruh.
I think I'll manage alone, Boston.
Okay, then. I have a couple of belts with the ground. At least she knows how to trick.
You should see the bucket of boats El Miser Topo gave me. A snail moves faster.
So what? The hell with it, Flint.
Still find it funny. I played this game when I was a lot younger, and I understood the baseline of what everybody was talking, but now that I'm older, I actually understand most of the shit they're saying. Same thing with Driver 2. Yeah. They were some pretty wordy fucks in Driver 2. Anyways, Mick Flaherty. Let's talk to him in Thalasso Place. I really gotta rebind the fucking Fraps key. Anyways, Mick Flaherty.
Oi, Flint, back again. Like the Gulf Stream, you disappear into the depths in the north and float secretly back to Florida.
That's me, a wanderer. What about you?
Oh, I got big troubles. One of those damn Neopolis boys got a hold of me the other day, full of light water, and said we had an architectural problem. He wanted to fix it with a few torpedoes.
Sounds like a kook. He heavily armed?
No, El Topo had his ship scanned. It's an old Gorgon-class Atlantis bomber. Easy to crack from the front. I think El Topo's going to hire someone to take out that brain-dead terror tourist. Speaking of which, there's a worthless wise guy named Freeman at Magellan. You might want to talk to him before he takes the job away from you.
What makes you think I'm looking for work?
Well, for starters, your new boat looks like a water bug with a bad case of gas. If I was you, I'd be making credits as fast as possible. Oh, by the way, Neapolis boys crossing off the Gamma. A new station. They're still building it.
Huh. Something else I like about this game that you don't really notice right off the bat is that all the different places, the press center, El Topo's place, all these different little places actually have different background music when the people talk.
Do you think the breathing gas seems a little dense?
Yeah, it's hard to breathe. My analyzer shows the carbon dioxide ratio is way too high.
That's definitely a problem with the mixture. In spite of helium-17 and significant reductions in pressure at the stations compared with 5 years ago, we're having rising health problems, like microbubbles, joint pain, personality changes.
Why don't our magicians invent something better?
In confidence, I can tell you that there is a rumor of an ultrafine gas, even lighter than helium. But apparently something went wrong. Scientists of Machina were on their way to Neapolis and had a short stop here, and the breathing gas samples disappeared. Can you believe it? Cases and cases of the stuff, simply gone.
Of course I can believe it. Who else might want that stuff?
Think about it, man. Who's the biggest shark in our little goldfish bowl? If you want to know more, talk to Frog. She's a light designer working out of Talasso.
Let's talk to Frog.
I was just talking to Juan.
Quite a paranoid character, isn't he? No doubt he blabbered to you about the new super gas. Yes, I see it in your face. Well, there is something to it.
Who could have stolen cargo like that?
Think about it. Who has the monopoly right now?
Entrox Corporation. Energy, transport, and oxygen.
Right. And oxygen simply stands for breathing gases in general. Because pure oxygen would be poison at the pressures we live under. That's why we need better air, and why that super gas is worth billions of credits.
So you think Entrox is behind the theft?
Mister, those guys down there in the Gulf of Florida have hearts colder than a dead politician. Talk to Shakti. She's a storewoman at Entrox and responsible for loading the jump ships. You can find her at Vespucci.
There's a lot of talking in this game. Well, we'll get to a mission eventually. Let's talk to Silvio Tesla.
How are things in the Argentine basin? It must be 5 years since I've been here.
There are too many screwballs from Neapolis coming over. Because of the magma eruptions along the mid-Atlantic ridge, whole hotel chains are going up for them.
So what's the problem?
They get drunk because they're not used to our booze. Then the city slickers hang out and act like seahorse cowboys. Every weekend, one of those Neapolis punks runs amok or threatens a jump ship route by racing around their habitats. They even steal ships for crash dives.
Steam is building all over Aqua. I don't know how anybody's gonna keep the lid on.
That is a problem. Damn, that's good. We got these caramel covered peanuts for Christmas. Normally I don't really like nuts, but these things are fucking fantastic. Anyways, finally got a fucking mission. Asylum. Eliminate scrap at nav point. Get used to navigation and locate smaller scrap parts with radar. This isn't the job El Topo got us for. We're just gonna go and blow this shit out of some garbage floating around. Let's do it. Don't know if you can hear that, but that's fucking delicious. If you can, I'll probably edit it out. No one likes to hear people chewing in their ear. I'll keep the original footage if you're into that. You can give me send me a personal message. I'll send it.
Hi, Flint. Where is my Zuka bus? What kind of wreck are you hauling my circuits around in? Holy mackerel. Do you remember the high-up a couple of years ago? Just before the Bionts came on the scene? That was awful. But this tin can. Couldn't you have asked El Topo if we could get the high-up? Okay, Show me what you can do. I've put a navigation point on the junk pile. Just follow the arrow.
Alright, just so you know, the Hyob was the starting... The Hyob was the starting vehicle you get in the first game, Archimedean Depths. And apparently it was better than the... Yeah, those are some explosions. Apparently that was better than this shit. Probably explain the HUD a bit. The green bar you see at the top, bottom, left, and right, that is the ship's hull strength. If any one of those gets to 0, you die. The lower right, you see the I think that's the sensors, generator, and I think that's it. Again, those are, I think those are affected by different weapons that you can get. I like how the whole HUD moves. Of course, center is the radar. Nope. If I hit tab, I drop a buzzer. You can use those to attract torpedoes that are launched at you. Got two Stanley torpedoes. Those are like the most basic ones, and a Vendetta 1, which is the most basic gun. Of course, on the left you got the speed, that little air horn thing. That's the engine noise. If you hit back twice, it turns off the engine, which is useful for some things. I think you use it in like one mission. The DPTH is, of course, the depth. If I remember right, your ship's more maneuverable the more depth you have. That's part of. I think that's pretty much the most simulation you're going to get out of this game. Oh, you have a compass there. And of course that glowing thing right there is our navigation point. So that's most of the HUD explained. If you hit R, you can lock onto enemies. Oh no, R moves you up. F moves you down. E locks on. So of course you can see the enemy's speed, its relative distance to you. It's cargo, which usually tells you what they got on board. You know, whatever weapons and missiles and stuff they have. And of course, you can see them up in the upper right. I don't know what that eye and ear are. But of course, you have the name in red, their health in green, and their engine health in yellow. You can use EMP-based weapons to lower their generator power and stop them without killing them. If it happens to you, then you're basically temporarily stunned until it refills. There we go.
Attention, Flint. A cargo ship reports contact with a Biont unit. I put a navigation point there for you. Move out, baby.
Alright. Let's go blow away some Biont trash, baby.
The freighter has lost her cannons. She's moving across the debris without defense. We've got to clear the way before she springs a leak.
What kind of fucking idiot is this? Yeah, sure. We don't have any way to defend ourselves. Let's just move through this stuff.
I think that cargo ship captain's head is as thick as a plank. Go help him, Flint.
Cargo ship reports serious trouble. Biont scrap parts floating in its course. The pilot is angry. Hurry up, Flint. Cargo ship's captain reports damage to the hull. He can't take the wreckage bombardment much longer.
Fucking wreckage, you idiot. violent motherfucker. Oh. Of course, it's practically freaking dead already. Can't wait till later when they become a real fucking challenge. Man, it's been a long time since I played this game.
A job well done, friend.
Oh yeah, you guys still had a fair bit of health. So he has Vendetta 1, which apparently isn't working. It's moving at 63 knots, I believe. Relative distance. He has dried food and chemical protein. Interesting. Well, something else that's kind of interesting with this bit. Oh, you can actually see him in the radar there. See? You can actually see that he's a ship. Is that you can actually fly around and check shit out. It's not just automatically over. Well, in some missions you want to just get out as quickly as possible. But yeah, check this out. This is actually a place. You can actually freaking zoom around and check this shit out. Oh, there's some big blue ship over here. Let's check that out. Whoa. Look at that fucker. An NA freighter. I don't remember what NA stands for. North Atlantic? That might be it. He has drugs, Fragor Edict, and fluoride. Interesting. Anyways. You continue mission or activate the dipole. That's the get the fuck out of there button. Alright, so mission's over. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Hooray! The hero returns from the field of honor.
Please, it wasn't the capture of Troy, but we did get rid of the garbage.
By the way, as the boss of the ANSCAT task force, you'll be pleased. We have a Biont alert.
Yeah, let's go, boss. My torpedoes are starting to rust in the tubes.
Hey, friend, don't overdo it or you'll be walking the plank.
My torpedo tubes shine like a great white's teeth. Let's go fling some tin cans.
How do you like these kids, El Topo? Pretty wild, huh?
That's okay. Lisa's a lot of fun. There's a Clans Union merchant waiting for you in McGowan. He was attacked by Bionts. He'll tell you where. Report on Vespucci when you're finished.
Oh yeah, get money, get paid, bitch. Let's see who else there is to talk to. This is gonna be a long fucking part. Freeman. I think this is a little upstart that we were talking about earlier.
I'm not gonna say this twice, washout. Forget about El Topo's job.
Oh, I'm scared. So who's scaring me?
Me, because right now I don't feel like going cold turkey on credits. So think of me as a heart surgeon without a scalpel.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'll tear your heart out of your chest with my bare hands if you steal a job from me. End of discussion.
Fuck. Yeah, Emerald Flint's one scary motherfucker when he wants money. Let's talk to Boston.
Jeez, Flint. I feel like I ate bloody lead for breakfast. I hate this place. We need jobs, credits, action, and no more stupid bailout games.
I hear they're having volcanic eruptions along the mid-Atlantic ridge. Why don't you head over there and see if that's enough action for you?
Oh, the hell with it.
Who's gonna pay me for that? I need something.
I need to get something in my torpedo sights, Flint.
Do I look like
a senile geologist?
Don't answer that.
Listen,
you want to study
volcanoes on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge?
You talk to
You
Pico.
talk to Pico.
He's always
got his face in the scientific journal.
Last I
heard, he was at the Hootah.
That's Love that guy. Alright, so we got a mission. Terror. But we'll come back to that next time. Hit a save. 4. We're in the shit toiler. It's for people who toil, I suppose. Alright, so we'll be right back with more AquaNox. It gets more exciting, I swear. Might turn up the music a bit. The music's really good in this game. I turned down a bit because I thought that would turn down the background noise, but that's noise, not music. But whatever. Point is, we'll be right back. Man, she's great.